Folks, welcome back to Flatirons Tuning. We're here in the shop. We've got your SubaNews for the first week of May 2026. We got to talk about Super GT Round 2, the April sales numbers, and a couple other things going around in the shop. Before we do, just want to say make sure you like, subscribe, hit the hype button if you see it. That helps us a lot to get this content out. And head over to FlatironsTuning.com to check out everything that we got going over there. Type in everything to see all the new everything you need to know blogs. Any of your business, it goes a long way to help us come back and keep making this content for you. So we really appreciate your support. All right, let's get into it. Let's start with the April sales numbers for Subaru. Reasonably good month. Subaru sales tending to be a little bit down compared to 2025, but in part due to the fact that there was kind of the big push for a lot of people to get cars before the price increases due to the tariffs went into place. The Forester is still the top seller for Subaru. Almost 18,000 units sold in April. WRX and BRZ. WRX had a good month. 1,178 units sold. BRZ, 283 BRZs sold last month. A little bit down compared to April of 2025, but still a good month for both of them. Now, the interesting detail is EVs. So the Uncharted and the Trailseeker, both of them have landed, and we're starting to see sales come through. Subaru sold 406 Trailseekers, 519 Uncharted, and 1,128 Solterras in April. All total, EV sales now, 2,053 units, and the WRX and BRZ combined, 1,461 units. Now, from what I've seen and heard from the dealership up the street, the Trailseeker and the Uncharted, not very many units came into the country. They're very few and far between in April. So I kind of have a suspicion that those numbers are going to grow in the next couple of months once more cars are available. The Trailseeker especially, it's a really exciting platform. Really want to try and drive one and check one out. I'm very excited to try that. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Is the Trailseeker the one that you're most interested in? What about the Getaway, this new 3-row electric SUV? I gotta admit, I'm curious about that one too. So overall, a decent month for Subaru. Not their best month, but still a pretty solid month. And right at the top of the list, we've got the Forester, the Crosstrek, and the Outback. Those are the three most popular models. And let's see, I'm curious, by the end of the year, where are the EVs going to stack up compared to these? Are any of the EVs or the EVs combined even going to be able to get onto the third rung of the best sellers maybe? So looking for something like 10,000 units sold. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, Super GT. Round 2 happened this past weekend at Fuji Speedway. This track is one where the Subaru BRZ GT300 has always done well. In fact, they held the track record in the GT300 class, which they set back in 2021. Well, this year, with the new twin-turbo 3-liter flat-six engine, they were going really well in qualifying. In fact, they reset their own track record in qualifying, which is fantastic. It sounds like they had some setup problems for the first race. This time out, it sounds like they were able to correct a lot of that. Obviously, the car was going really, really well. I've put together all the video clips that we could find in a blog post in our Knowledge Hub. So if you want to check out like qualifying, race highlights, qualifying highlights, all that sort of thing, it's in our Knowledge Hub under Super GT Round 2. Unfortunately, the race did not go quite as well as Subaru would have hoped for. They ended up getting a flat tire, which kind of knocked them down some spots. And sorry if you don't want spoilers, maybe skip ahead a couple seconds, but they ended up DNFing due to a mechanical issue. And I have to wonder if when the tire blew, because now it's the twin turbo engine, they've got so many more things going on for cooling and for air ducting and whatnot in the front. I wonder if that blown tire maybe damaged some more things in the front of the car that maybe took them out. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see whatever we can find out if we hear anything. But it was an exciting race. Check out all the links in our Knowledge Hub. And it's exciting to see that Subaru, the BRZ, is fast. Like the proof of concept is now there. It's just can they get it to hold together for an entire race? Because this race, round 2, it was 3 hours. This is definitely more like an endurance race. This is not a sprint. And so they've got the speed, they just need to bring the reliability, and honestly, maybe even it's just a little bit of luck. So maybe if we all go out there and pull for them, maybe they'll give them a little bit of a lucky boost, and maybe this third round, which is going to be in June in Sepang, maybe that will help get them a good result finally. But definitely seems like the car is fast, and that's great. Again, compared to all the competition that they're up against, like GT3, Aston Martins, Huracans, Ferraris, I mean, Porsches, you name it, this BRZ is fast. It beat everybody this week in qualifying. They've got a winning package. They just need to figure out how to keep it together for the whole race and maybe just find a little bit more luck. So let's do a shop update. We've got a new shop project. It's one of the guys here, Brennan. Take a look at his shop project. What do you think the project here is? What do you think he's doing with this thing? Put your guess in the comments below. Maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. It's a little bit outside the box, but let us know what your guesses are. We'll let you know as things start to develop, which should be here in the next, I don't know, handful of weeks, month or so. Finally, at the end here, last week or the week before, the big news was the all-wheel drive BRZ rally car that Subaru unveiled, the Boxer Rally Spec.Z. Well, this very weekend, May 8th through 10th, it is competing for the first time in the Asuka Rally. So I don't know how much we're going to be able to see of what actually happens this weekend. I'm going to try and find whatever I can. Very excited to try and learn whatever we can learn or see whatever we can see about this car in competition. How does it do? How does it stack up with the GR Yaris rally cars that was kind of their benchmark, or any of the other Rally 2 cars that seem to be the benchmark for this car? Really curious, really excited to see what happens, and then just what happens going forward with this All Japan series. This is the third race in that series, but it's the first race that this Boxer Rally Spec.Z is going to be in competition. So we'll let you know whatever we can find out, whenever we find it out. That is the Suba News for this first week of May 2026. Thank you very much for your support as always, and until next time, stay tuned to the Flatirons Tuning.